there, all my beautiful soul peeps. Angel of the Dawn, back with another. This is going to be a general collective message. Um, just a message I was guided to do. I was laying down and meditating, and I was guided to do a general reading with the tarot dice. New container, less noisy to shuffle or shake. But yeah, I haven't used these in a while. And so I was guided to just do a general reading with those and kind of see what's going on in the energies and what's going on for everyone as a collective. Well, first let's say shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. You guys freaking rock. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support you guys give me here on my channel. I continue to get new subscribers every day, and I feel so very blessed for each and every one of you guys. So thank you all for that. Let's see, what there was something else I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, you guys could be feeling a lot of sacral chakra clearing today. Some solar plexus. I started feeling that a little bit later after there was a big energy shift earlier today. I want to say it was around 3 or 4 here Central Time. I don't know. I made a post about it on Facebook, and that was within like 5 minutes of me experiencing that. I posted about it on Facebook, so you can check that out if you'd like. But yeah, so before the energy shift that I felt, there was I felt like a lot of sacral chakra clearing out. So probably a lot of purging going on, a lot of releasing of guilt. So you may have experienced like outbursts of emotions, releasing a lot of pent up stuff. And it could be not only guilt, but guilt and shame. Because like I said, I felt like later on we were also getting the solar plexus chakra purgings and clearings. So you could be releasing a lot of guilt and shame today, which in turn is going to bring things up that have made you feel guilty and shameful. So there could be a lot of emotions coming up today with those clearings. So if that's the case, a lot of self-care, drink a lot of water, try to get rest. You might need to cut yourself off from outside sources just to kind of go within yourself and really nurture yourself and because this is a time that you want to, when we do these clearings, this is the time that you really want to learn how to self-nurture and self-care and get out of that codependent nature of needing somebody else to come in and nurture you, in that way because of those types of feelings, if that makes sense. And that energy shift that I felt, it was kind of odd. I felt these before, but usually I'm laying down when it happens. Or at least the ones that I've noticed, was laying down when it happened. But today I was sitting here and I was watching Netflix on my laptop, and it was like throughout my entire body I felt this vibration, and it was almost like a wave, but it also I could feel it head to toe at the same time, but it was still moving through my body in a way that it felt wave-like. But at first, we have small earthquakes here in Oklahoma all the time. So it's nothing uncommon for us to have, earthquake. And so I was looking around at things, in my vicinity here to see if we were having a little earthquake, and it wasn't. Nothing else was shaking. It was just me. I mean, other things may have been shaking, but it wasn't like an earthquake shake. Like everything may have been getting the same energy that I felt, but it wasn't physically noticeable in the inanimate objects around me, if that makes sense. But I definitely felt it on a big scale. It was big time. Internal body, just like I said, total vibration. So it was pretty cool. So let me know in the comments if you guys have felt any of that purging going on today. The solar plexus and the sacral chakra. like I said, lots of, and guilt and shame, that's not the only ones, but those are some of the main ones identified with those specific chakras. So it may be prudent to like listen to like binaural beats, isochronic tones, uh, is it solfeggio? Oh, I probably really butchered that. Yeah, never mind. Just look up binaural beats and isochronic tones and you'll get into the, it's SELF. Yeah, never mind. It's something like that. Anyway, but that might help. Meditations focused on those chakras. Anything like doing a meditation for clearing for those chakras, things like that. So, yeah, I feel like that's a big reason why I was guided to do this video, is to talk about the purgings and the clearings. Because like I said, I've been feeling it in the physical body today, but a lot of people could be feeling it in their emotions big time. And you could be feeling it in the physical body as well. People experience these clearings and these energy waves and shifts in different ways. Whatever way you specifically need the healing, because that's what these waves are doing. They're healing and changing us on a cellular and molecular level, changing our DNA and the way we're made up. So it's different upgrades and different healings, and people experience it in different ways because everybody needs a different upgrade or a different healing or whatever. So people are going to feel it differently. So let me know if you guys are feeling it, and if so, how are you feeling it? Are you feeling it through the emotional body? Are you feeling it through the physical body? Or I know there's other bodies, and I just went blank on that. So whatever. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get in. I pulled 2 runes. It was journey and wealth or possessions. And so I feel like this could be 2 ways. This could either be like the loss of wealth or possessions, like it's going bye-bye on a journey, or you're embarking on a new path, a new journey that's going to bring wealth and possessions, like more financial abundance into your life, or something more tangible in in a monetary way, or something like that. So one of that's like 50-50. That's like yin yang. It could be in a negative way where you're losing things. Well, nothing's ever really negative. Like if you're losing everything, there's a reason for it. There's a lesson to be learned in order for you to, go back to ground zero and build. Wow, that's funny. I said ground zero and I actually made a circle, whatever. That was unintentional, just by the way. Anyway. So you go back to ground zero, and in order to build a new, more solid foundation. And I feel like this journey is showing us every time that we're not building the foundation correctly, then it gets wiped back down, but at least that's what I've kind of noticed, not only in my own journey, but just kind of watching other people throughout their journeys now. It's like if you're not building it on your actual internal knowledge and your internal tuition, you can only build so far. Say you're building a house, or a building, it doesn't matter, some kind of structure that is your life. I mean, actually you're building your life, but you build it so far, you advance so far in so many levels. It's like, okay, it's like this, it's kind of like you made it, I think it was it level 3 or level 4 in Super Mario Brothers, where you could rock the turtle. Okay, that's old school, but seriously, but almost in an adverse way, because you rock the turtle and you get you could get up to 100 lives or 99 lives, and so, but you can keep going back and rocking the turtle to get more. So that's kind of like this journey. It's like we keep going, and it's like you have a physical life on this earth, and you build up so far, but every time you're not listening to your own intuition and your own guidance, you get knocked back down or you stay on a certain level. And now, if you continue to do that and not ever in a lifetime, really listen to your intuition and your own guidance to actually continue to build your own structure, then that's when you go and reincarnate. Like, if you never learn that lesson to just be you and listen to you and do what's best for you, like, not in an egotistical or maniacal or narcissistic type of way, but in a, this is what feels right, this is what feels good, this is what feels in love, and in goodness and in happiness, in that way. And like, it's best, it's in the highest vibration for myself and for others. Like, you have no ill intent, there's no no lie, it's all authentic. That's when you get to build those structures all the way up to the top, like, and actually form what you want and what you've always wanted. And then if you don't, you reincarnate back, to keep trying to learn those lessons, because it's like we have all these internal lessons here in life, and you can see the cycles within this life. I've always noticed cycles and patterns throughout my whole life. That's something that I've always been really good at, and I didn't realize I was good at that for a long time. But anyways, that's the side point. But there's so many different cycles and patterns in our lives, and they go from the very small, minute little cycles and patterns to big things, like little personal cycles and patterns, like getting up and taking a shower, brushing your teeth, things like that, or if you make your bed, or those are personal cycles. But then you've got cycles if you are in relationship with someone, and or if you have kids, or if you have a job. Those are all different cycles, and you'll keep going through different scenarios with each one of those cycles, or those same types of energies in cycles, until if it's meant to stay, it'll stay. Like, if you're on the right path, then it won't go anywhere, whatever it is. But if you're not, then things will keep going wrong, until you realize, hey, I'm not going in the right direction with this. This is not working for me. I've got to do something different. And so then you build up your big bubble, your bigger cycle. But yeah, and so reincarnation is just a bigger cycle of what we have here on Earth as a smaller cycle. Even though to us as humans right now, we feel like our lives is the only cycle and the big cycle. We're really just another little cycle inside of bigger cycles. So, wow. I don't know where all that came from. I guess it was just meant to say, like I said, I was guided to do this reading right now, and I was guided to use the tarot dice, and so all of this is just coming. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is what it is. Could be for one, a ton, or none, like I always say. So, anyway, all right. So, could be losing possessions. Like that, your past journey could have led you to lose possessions in order to, start over, and money, not just possessions, but money and possessions. Or a new journey that you're taking is going to lead you to more stability with money and possessions. So, like I said, take it how it resonates. All right, tarot dice. It's been a long time. Ever since I got the runes, I kind of just hadn't been doing the tarot dice much. Plus, I got all these new decks, and so when I get new decks, I love them. All right, so for this general collective message, that. Okay, that's funny. I threw these earlier, and I had started a video, but I got interrupted, so I didn't keep it. But that death card or the death dice was here. So is the Six of Wands. Oh, that's Queen of Cups. There was a lot more. Oh, this is interesting. This is different than the ones I threw earlier. That one would be in the upright. That one would be in there. That was in the other one too. I want to say it was in the reverse though. Okay. So one thing that is okay, yeah, that journey with the possessions and wealth. We don't have any pinnacles here, so that's either that I feel like that's like a lack of, or it doesn't mean anything anymore. One of the two, either like you're rising above the material, the need for materials. You know that that's just part of this journey. Like you go through this shedding of like material possessions and wealth, usually not willingly, kind of forcefully. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. um, but yeah, so you lose possessions, like I said, not usually not willingly, but um, it gets you to a point where you realize the money and the possessions don't mean anything. Like it's that's not what's important. Um, then you realize, once you realize what is important, it's funny how it works. Is then you start getting money in order to help other people because now you know what is important. Excuse me. All of a sudden, there must be major throat chakra issues going on too. People could really be needing to speak their truth and clear their throat chakra, saying to help clear your throat chakra, saying, oh, I seen this video one time, and this, I don't know who the hell he is. He was a dude in a robe, looked like he might have known what he was talking about when it come to like meditation and things and chakras. And so he said that the using the word fuck is one of the easiest ways to help clear the throat chakra. And just because I internally had already agreed with that statement, I was just like, yeah, you do know what you're talking about. So that's kind of how, like if I see things or watch things, no message. I don't see other people's stuff and be like, oh yeah, now I believe in that. I tend to go towards people that already believe and are talking about things that I already believe or think or inherently know. That's just, it's weird that I've realized now that it works that way. I've always had these deep core thoughts and beliefs that kind of have caused me issue throughout my life. Because I always did stick to them as far as, like how to treat people and my knowings and things like that. Yeah, so I don't know where that was going. Anyways, I think I've just already talked too much. Because I don't even know how long this is. Oh yeah, shit, I'm already at almost 20 minutes. Okay. But we're discussing that there's no pentacles here, which, oh, and throat chakra, damn. Every time I go to talk, my throat just feels like sandpaper. Okay, so no pentacles. And that maybe could be something that you don't want to talk about. That, been getting the defense rune quite a bit in the last couple of days. That could be something that some people are, pretty defensive about, is the loss of like possessions and wealth. But there's a reason to it. There's a method to the madness, and it's like things get better on the other side. It's like you got to realize what's important and go with what you know on the inside. So, anyways. So, we've got the Two of Swords here with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like somebody's making a decision to move forward, or at least they're making plans to move forward after a decision. Maybe seeing things from a new perspective or needing to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Maybe making the decision to get out of some deceptive type of energy, maybe there's been some lies. Somebody tried to get away with something. It's like maybe making the decision to expose those things. Whoops. In order to move forward towards wish fulfillment. But it's taken seeing a new perspective and making like firm choices. There is transformation after some illusion. We've got the wait. I want to go over here first. Because I want to work my way into the middle. Because I feel like that's what's happening now. I feel like, well, actually, I feel like all this is kind of new energy, or at least since, because I feel like all the energy we've been working with lately is this gateway or portal energy from the eclipses. I'm seeing an hourglass, with the sands, like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. But anyways, that's what I'm seeing as far as, I don't know if it means time's running out or a reset at time. But something in this portal, like in this 2 weeks, I don't know, it's something magical, it's something otherworldly. Truly, that's what I'm getting, it's something like out of this world. And of course, we are getting all of these incoming energies from outside of this earth. So, take it for what it's worth there. But a lot of big things are happening right now. A lot of big things. I feel like getting out of regret and sadness, maybe about like I was talking about with the chakras, guilt and shame. I feel like we're kind of getting over some of that, and that may be like this throat chakra issue that I keep having, like needing to speak the truth, to help process and transmute this guilt and shame energy. Being able to speak your truth about, how things went down or whatever part you played. Excuse me, here we go again. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get a piece of butterscotch here. And so if I start talking funny, that'll be why. But I think I need it to help keep my throat moist while I'm trying to talk here. All of a sudden, it's like really, really bad. Okay, so yeah, you could be having issues talking about what, something that went down that you weren't authentic and honest about. But in order to get what you want, or maybe you did this in order to get something that you wanted, but you're getting a new perspective, or you could need to do this in order to get what you want. But you're getting out of probably guilt and shame, sadness, regret, starting to see what the universe is trying to show you. I feel like this is also like seeing signs and synchronicities, and getting some internal guidance, even. And then we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. That could be not feeling, since this is general and not, like divine masculine or divine feminine, this could just be not feeling passionate about a situation any longer. It could be like walking away from another person. But really, I feel like it's just a loss of passion for, a situation or a relationship, or, or even a creative project or something like that, or job. Then we've got the King of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So this is really getting in touch with your feelings, but still maybe having an issue with speaking your feelings because of whatever has transpired. I mean, I feel like you're making the decision to do this, but you're kind of moving slow. It's like you're trying to be real methodical about it, and I think it's really just kind of procrastination. It's like, because you know what needs to happen, and what needs to go down and what needs to be said or done. But you're telling yourself that it's got to go this certain way, or it's got to be this certain way, or whatever. And really, you're just procrastinating. Um, because, and now whether this, whatever this is about, but I feel like you are, again, you're still moving that direction, because you got the Ten of Wands, you're putting down the burdens, you're like, I'm not going to hold on to these feelings anymore. I'm going to just be honest and truthful and authentic, and, everybody can, take it for what it's worth. And that's how you know what situations and people stay, is when you're brutally honest, and, you see what vibrates, what's a vibrational match after that, because once you clear these chakras by speaking your truth, that's going to raise your vibration and put you on a new vibrational level. And so then you'll know what's truly meant for you, because things that are not on that vibrational level will just fall away. But you've got to move into that authentic truth, whatever that is for you. Because this could just be deceiving yourself. I mean, it just depends on the situation. And so you're still kind of putting things off. And generally, it always actually starts internal and then works external. So honestly, if you've deceived somebody else, or you tried to get away with something, really, you're deceiving yourself. Or did I say, okay, I don't know if I just said deceiving yourself twice. But I meant, whatever I did say, I meant, whether you were deceiving someone else, it still starts within. You are also deceiving yourself in some way. So I feel like you're trying to move forward, or you've made the decision, and this really could be just kind of still sitting there, indecision, because the Two of Swords is, they've got the blindfold on, and they're holding up those swords. So it could be like guarding your heart, and not wanting to, like, wanting what you want, wanting to get your wish fulfilled, but not wanting to have to go through this more difficult stuff. Being authentic and telling the truth and things like that. So, but yeah, so you also could be putting down the burdens and walking away from something that you're not passionate about anymore. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you could have other options. You could have options for reconciliation. Yeah, options for reconciliation to get the Two of Cups. And this could happen very fast, because then we've got the Knight of Swords here. And, reconciliation, that is one thing in Mercury retrograde that definitely can happen. So there could be somebody from the past. Oh, wow. Just as I say that, I see the Six of Cups here. So, yeah, definitely could be past life soulmate that you're reconnecting with, reconciling with. This could happen very quickly during Mercury retrograde, which I think ends in August, but now I can't remember exactly when. So, anyways, I think it's sometime in August. But, so yeah, probably, most likely between now and whenever Mercury goes direct would be my guess that this happens. And again, we've got the full moon, partial lunar eclipse coming up. I think it's on the 17th, 16th. I can't remember. Wait, I can look. Not now, baby. Not now, baby. Full buck moon and lunar eclipse, July 16th at 4:38 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Alright, so around 4:40 in the afternoon on the 16th of July. So yeah, that's some major energy. That eclipse is in Capricorn, and Full moons, are ending, so this could clear up a lot of junk, baggage, um, just garbly goop, that's stuck in your chakras, in your energy fields that, no longer resonate. Um, so expect bigger changes. If you've already been going through changes, I would definitely expect bigger changes to follow over the course of the next um, week and actually several weeks. Actually, I think I even said last night, I see through the end of August still just being a very huge transformative time. Not now, baby girl. She just really wants chocolate chip cookies. She's spoiled. But anyways, so yeah, so this could happen very soon. Um, this could be because of some type of spiritual transformation here with the devil in reverse. I do see that whatever this is going to be considered a victory here with the Six of Wands. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles. Moving forward after something was stagnant. But you may not be seeing, you may not know how the future looks once you've made these changes. And then we've got some big changes here in the center that we're getting ready to talk about. Got the King of Wands. There's something that you are passionate about. You've got renewed passion here. So there's something that you weren't passionate about. We got the Queen of Wands here. Whether you're male or female, you could be walking away from a partner that, the passion's died in the relationship, or it just doesn't resonate anymore. You guys have, grown apart in some way. But there's renewed passion here with the King of Wands, and I feel like that has something to do with the Six of Cups, judgment and justice, which is like having, doing the right thing and reconciliation and past life soulmates and all of that. And that could involve an apology, which could go along with whatever this deception or whatever was going on over here, lies, deception, trying to get away with something, whatever that is. There could be some apology that is given or that needs to be given. Or you could be needing to give it, or somebody could be needing to give you one. However that translates. Duh. Yeah, definitely throat chakra issues. I feel all tongue-tied. My throat feels better now, and that I was had that hard candy, but now I'm tongue-tied. So definitely I feel like throat chakra issues. So now let's get to the bare bones of this. There was some type of deception. That's over. There's been death to it. There's transformation in your situation. Endings and new beginnings. Making a decision in love that, this could be the death of a partnership that wasn't a true love match, because we've got the lovers here with the Four of Wands in reverse. So it's like, and then we've got the death and the Wheel of Fortune here. So, and then we got the Tower. But then after the Tower, we've got the Six of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you thought that this other situation was the love match. There was some kind of an illusion about that. But the wheel of time has turned, the sands of time, time's up, we're in this portal. So that's very, like, I just got heart chakra pulses on that one. So yeah, something that you thought was like the right relationship ended up being not the right relationship. So you've transformed, you started seeing the light, which brought a realization that is kind of blowing things up, some type of transformation inside yourself, and massive realization has really blown up. I feel like this is old life. And then this is new life, because after this Tower, like I said, you've got Six of Cups, past life soulmate, Hierophant, which is like, structure, It could be seen as like marriage, and then I say marriage because then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which can also be seen as like a ring. Um, yeah, this is making a new choice. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this is like making a new choice. I was going to go ahead and pull some cards for this. How long is this? I think we're at 34 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to make this quick. And again, we have no pentacles. So this is like, I feel like this is the realization either that money doesn't matter. I mean, we had pentacles on the board, but not over here in the pentacle-y area, which means that they would have to be on the top to show up over here. If you guys haven't watched my older tarot dice videos. I used to use these a lot right after I got them. I use them a ton. I love them. They're amazing. But yeah, I feel like there's some spiritual realization. I don't remember if I talked about that with the devil, but yeah, definitely some kind of spiritual realization. Actually, my little thing here says spiritual understanding, fears are unfounded. Okay, so you could be needing to realize that whatever fear you have about speaking your truth, those fears are unfounded. It's okay to speak your truth and let the chips fall where they may, basically. I mean, it's like that old Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Well, no, it's really not like that, because you really just got to lay all your cards out on the table. I guess that's where I was going with that song. Because once I started singing the words, I'm like, no, that's not really where it's at. It's more, you got to lay all your cards on the table. And, you know, just see how it goes. Because that's how life's supposed to be. Be authentic and honest and go with the flow. And that's when you're really in the rhythm of nature, in the rhythm of your own life, your own biological rhythm, not like biological clock, but like your own biorhythm, your own flow. So, all right. Let's clarify the swords over here. Or actually, no, we don't do that. That's not how I do this. I just pull the cards and then put them where they go. It's been a long time since I did the dice. So I do it. I have a method to everything. I think that's the Capricorn in me. 9 of Wands. Ow. Could be feeling kind of defensive. And it may be about, you know, decisions that you're making, like if you are walking away from a person, a situation, a job, something like that, you could be feeling like you need to defend that, or just overall just defensive. You just could have this defensive energy because of all of these changes in your vibration, you know, all this clearing in your chakras and things. That's changing your vibration. And so that could be making you really defensive because you don't understand really what's going on or why things are happening the way that they're happening, why you're all of a sudden feeling certain ways and thinking certain ways. You know, all of this may just really be making you defensive because it could be very out of character for you. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to keep throwing them on the floor. How about that? Got the Knave of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I just feel like that's like nervousness. So I'm getting this defensive, nervous energy about moving forward. Like you've had this epiphany, and it could be defensive and nervous about needing to give this apology because these are coming in by this apology over here. that could actually be holding up some type of reconciliation and actually moving forward things to wish fulfillment. Like, you could be realizing that that's what needs to happen. But like I said, we've got the Two of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles over here. That really kind of tells me that's like a hold up wait, even though that's what like really wants to happen. But these major arcana really hold more weight than these other cards and dice. So, but too, a lot of times I see this as higher self and these as like 3D physical self. So it's like your higher self knows what needs to happen, but your physical self is more in fear and apprehension and anxiety, defense. We got the Empress. So I feel like there is abundance that comes once this transformation happens. Actually, she goes up here. And the Empress is usually seen as the divine feminine as well. So it's like moving towards the divine feminine brings abundance. Or I don't know why I just said moving towards the divine feminine. This could be you, divine feminine, because this is general. So this could be like you, like taking charge. It depends on, this could be just moving into abundance in general. Three of Pentacles. Well, there's our first pentacle. So this could be the end of a contract, a commitment. This could even be broken promises or something like that. Whoa! Those literally, I just threw those. Got the moon in reverse. See, over here we had the moon in the upright. Now we have the moon in reverse. So that is getting out of illusions, seeing things clearly. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the stars. It's actually the stars on here, not just the star. The Ace of Swords, telling the truth. So yeah, the truth is, you're going to tell your truth. And then the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this could be, let's see what's some of these over here. Alright, so Queen of Swords in reverse, that could be a person. You could be getting away from someone that is harsh or critical. Somebody that could have been this. It's weird. This Queen of Swords, she seems very clingy and almost like stalkerish. Because this whole card that let's see. There's like a pin cushion down there that's kind of in the shape of a heart, and it's got these pins all sticking in it, and then she's like staring into this. I think that's a picture. It could be a two-way mirror, but I think it's a picture. I mean, like a painting. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, maybe can you see it? Anyways, and all seductive, like she's, I don't know, like stalkerish kind of, and obsessed, kind of an obsessive type of energy. Possessive, definitely. But that was in reverse. So it's getting away from that type of energy. So that could be a boss. That could be a family member. That could even be a friend. Or it could be an intimate partner. I'm definitely feeling like boss or intimate partner. But it could also be like a parent. That is just overbearing. And just kind of like just all about themselves, maybe. But maybe truth is coming out and you're walking away from something like that. or you're telling your truth about walking away from something like that. You're moving towards your wish fulfillment here with the stars. And then, now the Ace of Cups in reverse, this could be either talking about telling the truth, because that came out after this, telling the truth about why you didn't make an offer or why you didn't take a new start, or this could be still a hold up too on this new start. But I really feel like this is moving forward, so it could just be communication about why this didn't happen sooner or in the past. Or there still could be some emotional baggage that needs to be let go. Again, like with these chakra clearings, this could be something that still needs to be transmuted, and maybe that will be transmuted. Maybe it will be like a heart healing when the truth is spoken. Maybe that's still an area that needs to be healed, and it'll be healed after some type of truth is spoken. How many cards do I got? 3, 6, 9. Let's get 3 more, and then we'll be done. Oh, okay. Knave of Swords. Let's see. Knave is the... Yeah, the knave is the page. Yeah, definitely. I was talking about somebody kind of spying and being obsessive. Yeah, somebody... Now, you could be telling the truth about spying on someone else. You could be telling the truth about this person spying on you. Could be both. But there's some spying going on. Definitely somebody's watching. Definitely somebody's watching someone else. Could be more than one person watching another person. But I feel like there's a truth that is coming out about this. Give me 2 more. Alright, perfect. Alright, we've got the 7 of Wands in reverse. So that's kind of interesting, because that is getting, well, that's awesome, I guess. This is getting out of defensive energy. And it may be because you speak your truth that you don't have to feel defensive anymore. Because once you're honest, it's like everything just washes away after that. You don't have to defend anything because you tell the truth. And the truth is the truth, and it's your truth. And then we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. So you could be really having to tell someone that, again, this just isn't working out, because we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse here too. And you're no longer defending that. Maybe that's it with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Like maybe you had been defending this relationship for whatever reason, maybe because you just didn't want to tell the truth, because I see a lot of resistance to like telling the truth. And with all the throat chakra issues I was having a while ago, yeah, definitely. So it may be that, now you have to tell the truth in order to get all of this, because like there's big good things coming. It's like wishes granted, fertility and abundance, possible like engagement or marriage, or at least something super solid, like relationship wise. It could be a job, because with all this abundance here, it could be all of that. I'm really seeing like 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles type energy. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. So again, this is moving really slow, and I really feel like it's like more like procrastinating. I feel like whoever this energy is for, you're telling yourself, I'm trying to do this right, I want to do this the right way, and you're like plotting and planning on the right moment, the right this, the right that, when really you're just putting it off. You're really just procrastinating and prolonging this difficult part. You're also prolonging all the really, really good stuff, but because of this little difficult part. Because once you speak your truth, it's going to be so liberating, And so releasing of all of these things that you've been holding inside, it's so freeing to just come from your heart and your soul and to release anything that isn't on authentic or in your integrity. Um, so, yeah, I see why I was meant to put this out tonight, and why I was guided to do so, because it feels like a big, important message. Um, so, yeah. Uh, Try not to tell, this telling the truth means telling your own self the truth too. Quit telling yourself lies about why you're taking it slow and all of that, because it's really, you're just putting off the inevitable of what needs to happen for your next level of life, for you to get to level 5 in Super Mario Brothers. You rock that turtle, but do you really want to use all those lives, or do you want to use one life and get through the game? Or maybe you're on your 5th life or 6th life, who knows what cycle you're in, but, don't you want to make this next one like the best one? So start it off with a lot of truth bombs. Truthbomb.com. So anyways, that's what I've got. Like I said, this is a general collective message. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Just what come out tonight, and there's the star again. So definitely this could be wish fulfillment and like dreams come true, but you've got to trust in yourself, you've got to trust in the universe, you've got to speak your truth, you got to be authentic and in your integrity. And yeah, I mean, just the basics really, but sometimes getting to those basics is super hard. Or it feels super hard. It's really not. It's all the fear, and kind of like, okay, like when you're getting ready to get a shot or your blood taken or a tattoo or a piercing, that adrenaline rush you get, the anticipation that you get right before it happens, and then it's never as bad. Well, I mean, depending on if you're getting a tattoo, it might feel pretty bad for a while, but it kind of goes numb. But like a piercing or drawing blood or whatever, it's never as bad as you think it's going to be. And that's kind of like telling the truth, Once you get it out, it's so freeing within yourself. It don't really matter what other people say once it's out. You're just like, that's all right. This is my truth. I don't care what you think or say. So, anyways, I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell to get notified when I put out new videos. Comment, let me know, how this resonates, if it resonates, and if you like the reading or whatever, and share. And if you're interested in readings, I still have the Twinflame and Twinflame Mini on special. Information in the description box below, along with any of my other readings or any of the other services that I do offer. So if you're interested in any of that, please check that out below. And if you guys get some kind of information, insight, or guidance from these videos that I put out here on the channel, and you guys would like to give back by doing an energy exchange donation, those are always greatly appreciated and accepted. So those can be made to my PayPal at paypal.me/Angel of the Dawn. And I am sending you guys so very, very, very much love. And this is Angel of the Dawn, saying peace, love, and light out. And